Hello, my name is Hannah Hacking and I teach religious studies at Hills Road. Religious studies is a fascinating and varied subject, exploring some of the fundamental questions that all human beings ask. What or who is God? Why is there evil and suffering in the world? What is the right way to live? Is there anything beyond death? Incorporating elements of ethics and philosophy, in addition to studying a religion in depth, Religious Studies at Hills has something for anyone who is curious about other people, eager to understand their beliefs and practices, and open to debating these big questions and their significance in modern society. We run weekly lunchtime workshops that all students can access, and these aim to help you get the most out of the subject, as well as providing support or extension as you need it. The skills gained from religious studies are invaluable for a wide range of degree courses and careers.
At university, I really like to go on and study theology or PPE, and to do those kind of subjects, I feel like you really need those essay writing skills, which religious studies has really equipped me with, to be able to go on and write really fluidly in my essays.
I think it's also really developed my critical thinking skills, so a component of the exam is the ability to evaluate different points of view. So every time we've learned something new, whether it be an ethical theory, a way of approaching religious language or atheism or so forth, you always are inspired to think about, well, what's the pros, what's the cons of this?
Some students enter jobs that involve working closely with people, for example, law, journalism, business, human resources, teaching, and the charitable sector, but the list is endless. The course includes the study of Buddhism and how this fascinating religion and philosophy has evolved and developed over time. It also introduces you to some of the great debates and thinkers in the philosophy of religion and in ethics. We look at religious beliefs, philosophy and ethics in an objective, open-minded and exploratory way. So you don't need to have studied the subject at GCSE, and you don't need to be religious, just curious.
In religious studies, we study three core components, which are Buddhism, ethics and philosophy of religion. One of my favourite components was Buddhism. We actually studied meditation in class, where we studied the practice of the metta bhavana, which is the cultivation of love and kindness. Not only did it give us like an academic insight, but more of a practical insight into the actual religion.
And then one thing I've really enjoyed is the last part of our philosophy of religion course, so that was religious language. We were talking about different philosophical approaches to discussion of religious language, whether it was able to describe real things about the world and how we talk about religious language and whether that can be deciphered or not.